Hey guys, Seedoeatreview here with Rich J. He's so fancily dressed for what, 10:30 in the morning?
Oh yeah, this is how I roll.
Oh my
Got
God.
the Adelaide Fringe badge.
I feel so underdressed.
Represent.
Rich J, tell people about your show. Tell people we can find it, and I'll ask you some questions.
Sure. Well, it's at the Mercure Grosvenor on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights at 9 p.m. And it's a show where I take inspiration from all my experiences that I've spent abroad. I was doing stand-up in London. I travelled, I rode a motorbike from Cape Town to Berlin.
That's fun.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yes.
And I worked on cruise ships as well,
Yes.
which is always fun. So I've got a song about cruising.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Song on the show, guys.
Yeah, the show has like songs and poems as
Oh, there
well
you
as
go.
jokes and stories.
Have you ever seen any shows at Mercure Grosvenor? Are you an Adelaide boy? Do you know of it? Or
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they've been running shows in there for about 3 years now.
Okay.
And they're trying to keep it going
Yep.
with this fringe, with this weird fringe we've got happening.
Yes, I know.
Don't say the word, it's like Voldemort, you don't say it.
Well, I was going to actually ask every comedian, are you going to be doing any COVID jokes? And I just wanted to know, just to see the meter and go, yes, there'll be 5 jokes in there.
Yeah.
Last year was the toilet paper jokes. And I was like,
Sure.
oh my God, all right, we've done enough. But
I think it's been done.
It's done? Oh,
I'm
thank goodness for that.
specifically making an effort to avoid anything COVID related.
See, and you got JP's playing the Mercure Groves. And you know what? I told him, interesting fact. I think me and my wife, my now wife, went our first date Mercure Grosvenor when we were
really?
courting. So
That's
it does hold a
cute.
special place in my heart.
Oh, you come along and bring back some memories.
Do the Scotch and Cokes like we're doing as well.
Yeah.
So, you've been all over the world.
Yeah.
What was this? You were just a backpacker, or what was the deal?
No, I lived in countries.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd stay somewhere for a couple of years. I was in London, in Berlin. I
Yep.
had a radio show in Berlin.
How do you get a radio show in Berlin?
I was lucky because when I was in London, I had a couple of very good agents, and
Yep.
they linked me up with some really good people in the business.
Yep.
And so then when I was leaving London and going to Berlin, I got a few job offers that
Yep.
were that you wouldn't have got otherwise. I was very lucky.
Was
I
it
worked very hard as well.
Morning radio or
Work.
afternoon?
Evening. So I had.
So you don't have to force the laughter as hard.
No,
My
it was very
biggest
genuine.
pet peeve is the forced laughter that people do in morning radio.
I would be forcing it in the morning too.
So you didn't have to do any traffic updates either, like there's a bit of traffic on the Potsdam Platz and take the
You know
Düsseldorf
your
exit.
slot, yeah,
I've
no.
been there, buddy.
Yeah.
And I practiced that last night. I wrote in my notes. Make a
Potsdamer
Potsdam Platz.
Yeah.
That's my
Well
favourite
done.
place.
Yeah, where the big arches are.
Yes.
No, my show, because it was on a German station, so all the other shows were in German. Mine was the only English-spoken show.
Cool.
And so with that, I got to interview all the bands that would come over who were English speakers.
Yeah.
So, and it was specifically an alternative show. It was called
Yeah.
Die Alternative im Radio.
Yes.
And so it was about indie music, rock music.
that is
So
so
I'd
cool.
have Oasis and Kasabian and these Modest Mouse and these sorts of bands.
And was that
come
your
on.
interest in that music as well?
That's a passion of mine.
Ah.
Yeah.
So how do you fall into comedy then?
I started doing comedy in 2008 in London,
Yeah.
and then I sort of stopped doing it for years because I got more work as an MC, an actor,
okay.
and TV presenter,
Yeah.
and radio
Wow.
host.
He's got a face for TV, guys. Look at that. Look at that.
I know, and a voice for radio, hopefully.
But once again, I'm asking everyone is, how do you go from I'm funny with my friends to I'm funny on stage?
Yeah, good question. A lot of writing.
Is it?
That's the difference between doing it just socially and
Yep.
doing it when you're at home. You've got to sit down and write.
Yep.
And so I took actually 3 weeks off last year and did a writer's retreat.
Oh, cool.
And I locked myself away from society
Yep.
and just wrote.
But then do you feel like you're forcing the comedy then if you're writing and writing?
No, it's not forced as it is facilitated.
Yep.
You're sort of. It was really good for me in that
Yep.
space because I was in the zone of doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and I've built on it since then. But I've struggled to get back into that space of doing as much because when everything else was closed off,
Yeah.
it was my tractor beam focus.
Yeah.
Whereas now I've got all these other things going on in
Yep.
the organisation of Fringe,
Yep.
and so sitting down and writing all this
Bit
stuff.
harder.
I'm easier distracted.
So how long do you carry the one show on for then?
I've got 10 of these
Okay.
at Fringe.
So you can chop and change?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that's easy.
Yeah,
Oh, not
so-
easy. Oh, God. Please don't say
No, it's certainly not easy.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the future is after Fringe. I'm doing a couple of other shows as
Okay.
well. Like I've got
Go, plug them.
Around the World with Mozart the Banana Man, which is a children's show.
Okay.
With Banana Man, you might have seen him
Yeah, I
around
know
the city.
Banana Man.
Yeah.
I saw a poster of him recently. Yes, you
Yeah,
got
I'm on
up?
that one.
Oh, really? Was that you? I just saw the
that's me.
banana. I didn't see you.
Yeah.
I remember a guy in a purple jacket, though.
Yeah.
That's his uniform, guys. He's like the Joker.
Yeah, it's my costume. The difference is when I take the scarf off, I'm Professor Atlas from the Banana Man show. When I've got it on, I'm Rich J.
Okay, and
It's
what
like
other
Clark
show you got
Kent with
there?
his glasses.
There you go.
And Schoolyard Shenanigans is another
Yes.
kids show with a couple of circus performers that I've brought down from the Gold Coast.
Excellent.
And I'm in an improv group.
Oh,
That's
fantastic.
a lot of fun.
What
Yeah.
happened during COVID? Where were you? Where were you locked down?
Oh, good question. I was actually on a cruise ship when COVID hit. And so, like, it really was battle down the hatches
Yeah.
and out of here. And I flew back and I went and stayed with my parents there in Sunshine Coast.
That's not even a joke, guys. You're actually on a cruise ship when COVID happened. That's
Yeah.
not scary in itself, isn't it?
It was-
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it was serious because I was on Princess.
No.
And and they were the ones that kept getting in the media.
Yes.
You know, over in Japan it was the
Yes.
diamond, and here it was the ruby.
Yes.
And I was in LA. So
I would have loved if
didn't
you
have-
said you were on the Ruby.
Imagine.
You're just one of the people who walked off. That's material there, but he's not going to use that material because we're not going to do that stuff, guys. We're going to go on fresh material.
Yeah.
All the overseas. Being kicked out of London.
Yeah, I did get kicked out of London.
Do you think of material then when you're being escorted out of the country? Is it not really a funny time?
No, I was very grumpy at that time because they locked me up. They locked me in a cell overnight, and the next day they sent me back to Switzerland. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't send me back to Switzerland. I got nothing going on there. Send
Good
me to
chocolate,
Australia.
basically.
Oh, I love the chocolate.
The chocolate in Switzerland is heaven.
I do think the Swiss were quite confident to include a Swiss Army knife a corkscrew in their Swiss Army knife, right?
Ah, that is very
Like
clever.
they're gonna win. You know, oh, we'll win by never being in a war.
There you go. All this material and more, guys. You can catch him. He's going to say all his dates. Rich J, go
Oh,
for it.
geez, am I? 19th, 20th, the 27th, 28th, 26th, 27th, 28th, and then 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Wow.
I think that's it.
From
4th, 5th,
memory.
6th, and 7th. 7th, I have 2 shows: the matinee and the night one.
You can see my arm shaking, guys. I'm holding up this camera.
He's
I'm
doing
going,
a great job.
Come on,
Oh, I got your support. I'm here with you.
Thank you very much, guys. If you're looking for Rich J on YouTube, you're going to find Jay
Jay
Rich.
Rich,
So
yeah.
don't. He's not a big burly black guy who's funny. His stuff is hidden somewhere, probably on the
Yeah.
dark web, I reckon. But we'll see how we
It
go.
needs to be.
Support local, guys. Give it a go. Cheers.
Bye. Thanks.